What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. And if you rock with me, you'll hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on so you can stay up to date with the illest, the realest, the trillest alive, man. Tap in. What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. And I'm live and lit right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. I got my girl Vicki Street in the building. How you feeling?
I'm real good. I'm all good in the hood.
That's
Thank you.
good. Okay.
You.
No, I want to say thank you for taking some time out and coming and sit with me and chat with me.
Of course. Thank you for wanting to chat with me.
Oh, of course, of course. Now, I want to say, I know we were just talking about this off air, but I love your voice.
Thank you.
You have like this MC Lyte throwback, but like it's like a modern MC Lyte.
What you want me to say for you? What you want me to say?
Oh no, I want you to spit some bars. I'm gonna wait for the bars. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I might need you to say my name a little later. Like that's
the chocolate baddie.
Okay.
Everything sound like a promo over here. We selling chicken 2 for $5.
Okay. Look, we is lit. Now, your whole style is nostalgic and unique, in my opinion. What inspires that?
I just like the good old days. To be honest, like I know we were just talking about how I opened up the Slique video with 106 in Park. Like that is what I consider to be the good old days, like running back to your TV, seeing your favorite artists. You know, I have memories of my mom watching 106 in Park behind me while she cooking. Like, I just feel like, what are the kids running to nowadays that makes them happy?
Instagram, girl.
Exactly. They're not even outside. I don't even see kids playing. Do they even have toys in the Happy Meals? So, you know, that's what really inspires my style. And I just feel like music was better back then. Fashion was better.
I feel that.
All the rappers had their own clothing lines, so I think that's cool.
Yeah, and I love that you keeping that spirit alive for us, because you know I'm a 90s baby, and I agree, growing up watching 106 at Park, that was my inspiration behind getting into media, watching Roxy and Big Tigger and all them. And you right now, it's just like these kids on Instagram trying to be, and it's nothing, you know, wrong with it, but I think there should be a balance between the real life and social media world.
I agree, because I don't know what they're gonna look back on and be like, I remember back in the day we was turning up the blue face. Like, what y'all gonna say?
No, that's what they gonna say. I was a city girl in the back in the day.
Okay, so I don't know, I could be biased, but I just think our back thens was better than what these folks back thens is gonna be. So
I agree. Yeah. Now I feel like I seen you, I get my emails from the Vicki Street events.
Period.
I get so I didn't even know you were doing music for a while. How did you transition from curating events and putting events together to actually getting in the booth and, you know, spinning them bars?
Literally just the pandemic. You know, when you're left by yourself for such a long time, forced to be in isolation, you know, I think a lot of people picked up hobbies during the pandemic. So with me, one of my exes had bought me a notebook back then. It was like the last parting gift, and was like, you need to write. And so I just been writing, and that same notebook is almost filled now. And I just been writing for the last like year and a half. And that's really where it came apart, because also, just like you, everybody think I sound like MC Lyte, but everybody also think I sound like a rapper, you know, from the name down to the style.
You got it.
It's been in me for a long time. I grew up around music. I played the saxophone. I've had drum lessons, piano lessons, been in choir. You know, I was raised in the church, so I'm very used to being on the mic, like testimony services when I get my shine on. So I'm used to being all around it. Like, I DJ a little bit as well. So it was just like everybody was just waiting for it to happen.
Okay.
And so, as you know, I've been emceeing events for about 10 years now, and so I just feel like I got to a point where I wanted to say something. I was tired of always introducing other people, standing on the sidelines, and I just felt like at a certain point I was full of empty calories. Like, how many times can you just say turn up? Okay. You know, so I knew I had something
how many
else
different
to say.
ways?
Exactly. So I had something else to say, so this is me debuting that.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? A woman who wears many hats. We love to see it.
Period.
Now, how do you juggle and balance these multiple passions and talents that you have? Like, when do you know it's time? Like, during the pandemic, you know it was time for you to start doing music. But, like, do you still play instruments, or do you have any other passions that you're still passionate about?
Definitely. I just knew it was time to pivot. Like at the beginning of the pandemic, I didn't know how I wanted to pivot, but I knew it was just time for some type of change. You know, I knew I was getting older as well. A lot of my counterparts have pivoted. There's a lot of women who are in media who I've seen pivot to like real estate. They pivoted to like body products and things like that. But I just wanted to pivot to something that was still within the same realm of media for sure. I've always known that I wanted to affect a lot of people. I've always known that I wanted to be seen, you know, and not even in a vain way, but I just knew that if I could be seen and get the attention of people, I could affect people, because I knew that I had a positive message. And so like that's why in my bars, I love the fact that I have bars that can be PG-13 enough, but also just a little bit of rated R enough, you know, to capture both crowds for sure. To answer your question as far as like balancing other things, the only thing I'm really balancing right now is a full-time job. I work also a 9-to-5 as a creative recruiter for Columbia. So yeah, when I'm not doing music, I'm literally inspiring the youth to come utilize their authentic selves in the art realm in college.
Yes, and that's what's up, definitely. We need that motivation, you know, with the kiddies. I'm rushing up out of here, go see one of my babies. Period. Go on prom after this. So that's what's up. I definitely fuck with the movement. Period. For sure. What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. I need everybody to head over to your Google Play or App Store. Download the iLLANOiZE app, because we live and lit each and every day, 25/8. It's the illest, the realest, the trillest. Make sure you got that app downloaded, man. iLLANOiZE, the illest. You already know it's the drip. But I think we were just talking about this off air, but how like it's like you're young enough to still be in today's world, but also bringing the 90s to today's world. And I really, like when I was watching it at the listening party, I'm like, damn, this is really giving me back at the crib, watching Big Tigger, watching 106 in Park and all that sort. What inspired you to actually go to Atlanta and get some footage as well?
You know what's crazy? So they have this culture museum in Atlanta. And so I had started to see the pictures surface of the 106 and Park set that they had built there. And so I was like, I know I got to go to Atlanta to get this scene, because I referenced 106 and Park a couple times in the video. So I go there, shoot the scene, and what's crazy is like right after we left, like soon as we hopped back on the plane, they posted and was like, we taking this exhibit down in 2 weeks. And so I would never even have had that.
Right on
I
point.
caught it. God know what he be doing. So, you know, it was just important to have throwback elements to this. I'm really big on imagery, and I'm really big on details of videos. Like everybody who work with me know, they be like, do you have to have that in it? Yes. We do. We have to go to Atlanta and shoot this. So, you know, I'm glad I could bring that to y'all.
That's what's up. Another thing that really touched me is your story. Now, I don't remember what track it was, but I remember you was explaining the imagery behind it. It might have been the cover art actually that we rated. Yeah, the cover art, the imagery behind the cover art, and I really felt that, like, just the chaos, you know what I'm saying? Things that happen in life, you know, and still trying to stay afloat. So, what keeps you motivated to you know, still go crazy?
Yeah, go crazy and stay afloat.
Yeah.
What keeps me motivated is the fact that I've always wanted to provide a better life for my family, and I also want them to be able to witness. You know, I want them to be able to witness the success. You know, I noticed that, like, when a lot of people get on, like, right when they getting on and things are getting good, somebody in their life passed or something like that. And, like, I realized after a certain while, I had to start noticing my gift quickly, because there's people out here who are not playing, and I got something to say, you know? And for a while, I just, you know, I was just floating, just going with the flow, you know, just hosting event after event after event. Ain't nothing really changing. I'm still thugging these streets. But then after a while, something hit, and I was just like, all right, you know, what if I could really change my life and my family situation with this music stuff? And so that's what keeps me afloat, is the fact that, like, I'm glad I got a chance to at least make one of my dreams come through this past week, which was having my parents, my mom and dad, my sister, even my high school teachers at my first headliner show at the Promontory.
Oh.
Yeah, because no matter what happens, at least I got a chance to say they saw that. You know, so that's what keeps me going.
If you ain't been a part of it, at least you get the witness.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what's up. Now, how long have you been doing events? Like, when did you first start? What was your first event like? And then how would you say you've progressed over the years?
So I usually get booked to host a lot of other people's events. So events that people curate. And I've hosted all type of events from like, open mics, panels, Q&As, daddy-daughter dances, fashion shows, music events, all type of stuff like that. And then I started curating my own events right before the pandemic. So I was throwing comedy shows. I was throwing stuff called like Street Comedy Jam. We started doing them at Refuge. They was weekly Tuesday nights, and they was taking off, and then a pandemic hit. And so it really allowed me to just like shift and refocus, because it takes a lot to throw your own events for sure.
Definitely.
But it allowed me to refocus and, just put my energy into something else. And what I realized through these last couple of years is like the importance of a team for sure. Also, as somebody who's a multi-hyphenate, the importance of delegation. You don't have to do everything by yourself just because you're good at it and just because you know how you want things done. So that is what has been taking place now. We coming back, we fresh, we got a team now, and we just about to start hitting folks with these different events, these different videos, like a whole bunch of different types of content that all circles back to Vicki Street. And I mean, since we own this topic, like during the pandemic, I started an entertainment company as well, so that I could really just like hit the city with like some of the freshest different events, some dope music. Like there's a record label aspect to it as well. Like I really wanted to do what the mid 2000s was doing, where every rapper had their own movement. They had a record label. They had a clothing line as well. Like I used to say, Chi-Town ain't been the same since they shut down the Lick and More and Oink. Like
the More Oink, I'm trying to tell you, and the Lick,
real. So that's what I'm trying to bring back. Like just getting these kids off the street, getting them something to be interested in doing. So.
That's what's up. I'm definitely excited. Excited to see your progress and success, and and just be a part of it, be a witness to it. Because I definitely love the style. I love your style.
Thank you.
And we need that. I feel like we need people to keep that alive. Because I feel like a lot of people going to the outskirts and they losing themselves, and they don't really know. They don't really know what they doing, in my opinion. So. Definitely, I think that's really, really important. So we can expect you to see, we can expect to see you curating your own concerts and stuff.
Oh, for sure.
If that's the case. Okay.
Everything about to come out the woodworks. We ain't gonna say too much, but just be looking for me and be looking for Jump Street. That's the name of the company now. So like, I'm just really glad to like create a company out of myself, because I just had my hands in so much, and I just felt like I needed something to tie it back to, and something that people could get involved and join the movement with.
Just because you send me your post 10 times do not mean I'm gonna like it. You know what? This is a message for you, and everybody else that's listening, all right? If you worried about your post not getting the likes and engagements that it's supposed to be getting, maybe you should look at the content you're posting, all right? I'm gonna be the first one to say it. Your graphics suck, all right? First and foremost, you gotta get some new graphics. But don't trip. Okay, your favorite chocolate baddie, I got your back. All right, my homie over there at Swank Graphics, he got everything you need to make your ideas aesthetically appeasing. All right, from flyers, logos, cover arts, t-shirt designs, you name it. Swank Graphics got everything you need to make your ideas aesthetically appeasing. Head over to Swank Graphics right now on Instagram at Swank Graphics, SwankGraphics on Instagram. DM him, let him know your favorite chocolate baddie sent you, so you could get $10 off your next design today, and you don't have to sweat me and your other friends about liking your posts. All right, starting at step one. Get some better designs. Swank Graphic knows exactly what you need to make your ideas aesthetically appeasing. So don't tweak, because Swank Graphic knows exactly what you need. She was just doing these impersonations off air, so I'm finna put her to the test, because she said she could do any. All right, so we're gonna start the easy one, because I think we all established the MC Lyte one is the one. So you hosting the BET Awards.
Okay.
Vicki Street's MC Lyte style. Let's get it.
Period. And now the nominees for Best Chicken Sandwich: Popeye's Chicken, McDonald's, Raising Cane's. And now the winner for the 2022 Best Chicken Sandwich Award is Popeye's Louisiana Chicken.
It's the emphasis on McDonald's. I love it. I love it. Okay, what about the British accent?
Oh, man. You know, I don't feel like I'm that good at that one. I ain't gonna lie.
You can try a little bit.
Give me a sentence.
It is your favorite chocolate. I can't even do it because I'm gonna start doing the African.
I can't even do it like that. Honestly, like my best impersonation is probably that MC Lyte one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Look, we taking it. We gonna take it because you know that one. You getting a Grammy for the best impersonation. MC Lyte. We need to tag MC Lyte in this video.
Gee,
okay?
She probably tired of people talk about me with this. She like, who is Shorty?
Who is she? Good. She need to tap in. MC Lyte, get in tune with Vicki Street. Okay.
Period.
Now, who are some female artists that you look up to in the hip hop industry?
Alright, so it's crazy because these same people I look up to, people say, oh, you kind of sound like them. So like lately I've been getting a lot that I remind folks of like Cash Doll, Eve, Foxy Brown, of course MC Lyte, a little bit of Missy Elliott style, Queen Latifah, and like even on the guys tip, like people will say like some do or die, some Crucial Conflict, maybe even a little twist in there. I done heard the female Biggie, a little bit of some Lil Kim, so it's just like a lot of different people going on, and I do look up to all those people.
Okay, are there any artists that's out now that you would like to work with?
Absolutely. I would love to work with Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay.
Come on now.
Come on, hot girl.
Love her. I love Kamaya as well. Kamaya got that whole 90s style thing going on. Who else? I really love, like, on the alternative funk tip, I really love Anderson .Paak, and I love the internet as well. And I absolutely love Kendrick Lamar. I would love to work with him.
K-Dot. Now, being that your style is so unique and it's different from what we're used to seeing as far as female artists, especially female hip-hop artists, do you fear you're going to have any drawbacks or setbacks from not having that specific style? Like City Girls, Cardi B type?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, let me get specific.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and it kind of like makes you feel like if you're not rapping about scamming niggas, dressing a certain way, you know, revealingly, like it kind of makes you feel like, is that not what the people want? But it's okay though, because all I can do is me. You know, I think that people can sniff out and smell frauds and BS, you know. So if I was trying to be anything else other than myself, people can definitely see that. And I just feel like that goes against the rules of hip hop. So, you know, I have no reservations.
Against the rules of hip hop, man. Listen.
The
she
fundamentals.
Talking that talk.
So, you know, I got to stay true to myself. So, no, I don't feel like I'm going to have any drawbacks. If anything, like, you know, it might get to a point in time where it comes across where it's that topic where it's like, who's the queen? You know, but it's like I was telling Lyrical, I'm not even about to step up in that debate of who's the queen. I'm going to just keep on repping myself and call myself the rap goddess because ain't nobody else talking about that. And it's an energy, you know. Goddess have an energy that's attached to them. And so, like, if anybody meets me, they're going to get a chance to feel the different types of energies that humans just have, period, whether it's the masculine or the feminine energy, because both of them is very powerful when they coming from.
Period. Say that again.
Okay.
I think we was just talking about this, and I think it's something in the air because shout out to Diamond Dosage, because we literally was just talking about having, you know, that masculine and feminine energy, but knowing how to balance those two. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you brought that up and recognized that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I will say, like, you absolutely right. Like, your style is so true to yourself that if you was trying to do something, it would kind of be like, oh, okay, maybe she trying too hard or whatever. And so I can appreciate that about you, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's not a thing where people don't want to hear it, you know, because I don't know if you remember, but they was trying to clown Cardi B and comparing her, well, not comparing her, but it was like Summer Rhapsody, if you know who she is, but you kind of give me Rhapsody vibes.
People say that too, for sure.
And Cardi was like, you know, it's females who don't rap about their pussy. Y'all don't want to listen to it. Y'all stream the stuff is right about. I get what she was saying, but it's still, to me, like, that doesn't mean it's not an avenue for for that, because everybody don't listen to that.
And you know what I got to say in that aspect? I just feel like you got to have sex appeal. It's not that, you know, regular people, the mainstream, don't want to hear music that is more lyrical. I just feel like you got to give them something to relate to and aspire to. And everybody want to feel and appear confident and sexy as well. And unfortunately, a lot of rap that's heavy on the conscious misses out on that sex appeal. But what you going to get from me is both, though. You going to get the bars and the sexiness. So that's what I'm bringing.
Period. Period. Now, what's one thing that you say to yourself every day? I'm real big on affirmations. So what's one thing that you might say to yourself throughout the day or just every day to remind yourself or keep you focused and motivated?
I literally have an affirmation that I made up, and it's just a question, and it's why not you? Like whenever I feel like I don't deserve a big situation, like, or maybe that festival is too big, am I ready for that? Like all this, I just say, why not you? Like it's a billion other people trying to do what I'm trying to do, but why not me though?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Look, you could do it too, and that's what it's all about. Now, what do you have new coming up? Because I know we was just at the listening party, and like I said, I want you to talk about this. I'm gonna let you share your story for the cover art. Okay. I'm not gonna spill the beans, but besides the project, you just dropped the video to Slique. What other videos are you looking to shoot on that project, and when are you looking to release it?
So we just went to LA and did a listening session last week, but we also shot a video for the joint on the project called Flexing. So that's gonna be dropping sometime soon. We are about to shoot another video for another song coming up that'll be like a single. So that's coming up. We're gonna shoot that like in the next couple weeks or so. The project, y'all just gonna have to wait a little bit on that. We on the press run, shawty.
Period.
But it's coming soon, or it's definitely coming this summer, and we just gonna be hitting some more stages, doing some more listening sessions too. So that's what's coming.
Okay, well, we definitely on the lookout. I'm talking about lookout. We definitely gonna be on the lookout. I know I am. I'm trying to premiere, some iLLANOiZE exclusives.
No, please. I am ready. We gonna get y'all the songs over. Don't worry about it.
Listen, we gotta bring real radio back. Right?
Yes, we do.
Gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, and maybe I can ask you your opinion about this, because you kind of on both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
We went through a whole debate about Chicago music scene being dry, and then that went from, people not supporting the media platforms and platforms not supporting upcoming artists. What's your take on the Chicago media scene in general?
Man, you would ask me that question.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is why I really like iLLANOiZE, because on that wall out there, I saw a lot of people who I actually know. And so, and like, me and Lyrical was just saying, like, sometimes people, they wait until you get co-signed from somebody else to start repping you. And I just feel like there could be better programming or programs sometimes from some of these stations where, like, artists don't have to scrape to get on there just to get heard, or why is it that they're only heard when, a bunch of people start mentioning them maybe, or the certain types of people start mentioning them. So I just feel like we could be doing a better job as a community, as the media community, to make sure that new artists and fresh new music is heard, and different types as well.
Yes.
Because why every time I turn on the radio, I hear the same song from the same couple stations at the same time.
Pale.
And we know why. And that's the thing. People who don't work in radio, they don't know. They don't know the process of like getting your stuff into rotation and things like that. But there's still a responsibility to be held, because outside of those stations, we could be throwing showcases just like how y'all just had through. Y'all put me on to some new artists, and I was rocking with them. And I didn't care if they wasn't mainstream rap. I still wanted to collab with them. And that's what we need to be bringing back, is the fundamentals of hip-hop. Stop letting people on these mics who ain't cold, period. It's people out here on mainstream radio who can't rap and can't sing. And ain't nobody talking about it. But shout out to the engineers and the producers in the building who's really helping make that sound be big.
Facts.
So that's what it's giving. And like, you asked me this question, and it be pissing me off sometimes.
And you know what? I love it. I feel like it needs to be said.
It just be making me mad, people like me mad, because I have a lot to say, whether it be as a media personality or whether it be as an artist. And it's like, even on the artist tip, like, I done tried to get my music out there on the radio. Like, I done tried to, and sometimes, like, not until you bring somebody else up in the building with you, they like, oh, now we gonna take you seriously type stuff. Don't do that. Radio stations, whoever else, stop being the last one to the party just because somebody co-signed. Right. Like, let's start raising up a new generation of A&Rs up in here. You know, people who really been on the ground listening and watching who coming up, and let's get these new superstars out there, because there's a lot of different messages that need to be heard. And I done messed around and sat in a house for 2 years on a pandemic and said what everybody was thinking, and that's what I'm about to put out on my project.
And look, she ain't lying, y'all. The story behind some of these tracks she got on this project, and even just behind her cover art, which I'm about to let her get into, it's very powerful, and it's relatable. It's a lot of things you say and went through that I think a lot of us, and me personally, I know I went through myself. And so I just want you to tell us the inspiration behind the project and your cover art specifically, if you want to break it down to it.
Yeah, for sure. So the project is called With Everything Going On. So that is a statement within itself. It happens to be like the Black slang for what we've been calling a pandemic. But in the album cover art, it's a lot going on there. You'll see a car that's broke down. It's in my driveway. You know, I was driving a Benz at the time. I got into a couple car accidents the week I was shooting a Slique video. Couldn't even really make it to that like that. I had just went through a breakup and had to move out my house at the drop of a hat, really. And so I got all my like clothes and bags in there. You'll see like shoes sprawled out all over the place. You know, I had to move back into my parents' house, and they just couldn't really fit no more of my stuff in there. So they like, you gotta, you know, get rid of this stuff. And so the album cover art was shot on the day that I got rid of my life, basically. You know, you'll see a trash can in there that has a chair inside of it. You'll see like my graduation hat on the chair. So it's just, you know, and in my hand I have my notebook that I wrote all of my raps in that's on the project. So, and my mom took the picture. So I just think it's very powerful. It's a very sentimental, close to the heart. You know, I could have did a cover that was very flashy and professional, but I just, you know, I was inspired by cover arts like Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. You know, he had a minivan on that, and all through the tape you could hear his mama's voice on the skits, and, you know, songs where he was riding in the car. So I wanted to give it that type of vibe, like the struggle type of vibe.
For sure. And I definitely felt it, you know what I'm saying? Even just looking at it, I'm like, I said, ooh, this kind of look like my crib. I got all my stuff in storage right now. Okay. I'm in the middle of moving stuff left and right. So when you broke it down, I'm like, damn, I just got in a car accident 2 weeks ago.
See?
Crazy, right?
See, nobody wants to talk about the unsexy stuff, but that's gonna come though. So we gonna write our truths, we gonna get this money, and then we gonna do the flashy stuff.
Period. And then look, y'all gonna see her and feel us. Period. Let everybody know where they can follow you at on social media, where they can stream your music and all that good stuff.
So I'm on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. And you can follow me on Instagram at _Vicki Street, VICKI, Street like skirt.
Hey, and did you come up with that name yourself?
That's my name.
Oh, that's your like real government name?
My name is Victoria
That's pretty
Street.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
It just adds to the validity. I'm
okay.
From the streets,
Look, we dripped out. All right, listen, Vicki Streets, Chocolate Baddie Show, iLLANOiZE Radio, man. Turn us up.
Brown skin and she tatted up. Chocolate Baddie, shorty, finding what? Oh my God, Black still me, ain't no